Good morning, traders. This is Joanne with Succeed in Forex. Welcome to our Forex Market News broadcast for Friday, March the 7th, 2008. Today is Non-Farm Payroll Friday, and to relieve any suspense, the numbers were posted at a minus 63,000. And now that is over and done with, we can get on with the rest of the news in the world. The headlines out of Switzerland this morning said dollar slide to record lows against euro and Swiss franc as ECB is not seen cutting rates anytime soon. US dollar tumbled to record lows against the euro and the Swiss franc on Thursday after the European Central Bank downplayed prospects of an interest rate cut and did not voice concerns about the rally in the euro. Analysts said there had been some anticipation that the ECB's president, Jean-Claude Trichet, would comment on the euro after remarks this week made by the Eurozone's Finance Minister Group chairman that the common currency was overvalued. News of the U.S. home foreclosures rose to record highs in the fourth quarter also added to the bearish investors' sentiments towards the dollar, helping to push it to historic lows versus a basket of currency. The euro dollar jumped to 153.96, its highest level since it launched in 1999. The ECB left its benchmark interest rates at 4%, but raised inflation forecast for this year and 2009. The ECB staff also cut their prediction of GDP growth in the Eurozone, with the Federal Reserve expected to cut its benchmark overnight lending rates by at least another 50 basis points later this month as it fights to stave off an economic recession in the United States. Markets' attentions were focused on the yield play. The dollar-yen declined to a session low of 102.53, and the dollar Swissy dropped to a record low of 102.13. The central banks in the United Kingdom and New Zealand also left policies on hold on Thursday. The pound dollar hit the year's high at 201.40 in a relief rally as markets had priced in a small chance of a British cut from the current 5.25%. The New Zealand dollar was supported after the Reserve Bank of New Zealand said inflationary pressures remained persistent. The benchmark rate there is 8.25%. U.S. unemployment figures will dominate trading theme today. And as we already know, the numbers came in at a minus 63,000. The dollar's lackluster performance was largely the result of the ECB's decision yesterday to keep interest rates unchanged at 4%. Markets' sentiment is that the ECB will in all probability refrain from cutting rates till the inflationary pressures and fears will have subsided. Nonetheless, the markets are still anticipating a rate cut of 25 basis points in June, with a caveat that this decision would be postponed to September in light of increasing commodity prices. Following the ECB's rate decision came the Bank of England's stance to keep her rates steady at 5.25%. If inflationary pressures in England decline over this year, there could be then some room for maneuvering in the rate policy. As of yet, the general status quo in Europe with regard to the rate policy is driving the dollar down. The decline in the dollar contrasts sharply with the price of gold, which continues to defy gravity. Precious metals in general have reached new highs. We are now just whiskers away from breaking through the $1,000 an ounce for gold. As for silver, the price hit a 27-year high. This trend looks like it will also continue to drive the Asian stocks and currencies higher. The only currency at the moment to be feeling the downside is the New Zealand dollar. It fell after the Reserve Bank of New Zealand left its official cash rate unchanged at 8.25%. New Zealand's economy seems to be more affected by the global slowdown spurred by the recessionary fever in the U.S. Investors have started to measure the trade-off between inflation and growth for this economy, driving the Kiwi slightly lower. This sentiment could spread elsewhere. For now, all eyes are riveted on the dollar and its future prospects. That concludes our news for today and for the week. We hope you've had a great trading week and this news has been helping you in your trading. Before we sign off, we would like to invite you to visit our website at www.succeedinforex.com. There you'll find information about our Traders Trading Center, where our motto is Traders Helping Traders Succeed in Forex. Also, you'll find a link to our Yahoo Forex forum, also called Succeed in Forex. Have a wonderful weekend. Spend time with your loved ones and your significant others. May they be the same. And we will see you next week for an exciting trading week. Until then, happy pipping.